Hello guys, now we are going to discuss about excretion. Okay, how a drug is excrete out from our body. So in this, the main pathway for excretion is kidney. Okay, occurs through kidney. Okay, there are some other ways also for excretion like sweat and saliva. You know, lithium. Okay, lithium usually excrete out from saliva and sweat glands, or from sweat. Okay, so the lithium excrete out by saliva and sweat, but most of the drugs are excrete out by kidney. So in kidney there are three processes like glomerular filtration, second one is tubular reabsorption, and the third one is tubular secretion. Okay, you know, in that Bowman's capsule, the afferent the blood comes. Okay, then that's filtered out here. Okay, in glomerular filtration. Okay, then what happens after that filtration? Usually, in this tubular reabsorption, what happens? There are no pores present in this tubular reabsorption. Okay, so here, lipid soluble drugs reabsorbed. Okay, so here lipid soluble drugs reabsorbed in the body. Okay, and in this tubular secretion, what happens? In this tubular secretion, there are pumps. Okay, and these pumps or these transporters are saturable. Saturable means only one molecule pass from them at a time. One molecule pass at a time, and it have some pumps or transporters. Okay, and they are saturable. Only one molecule pass at a time. Okay, and by this usually what is absorbed back? Penicillin. Actually not penicillin, it's a mistake type of thing, but in Krok they write only give this penicillin and penicillin G, but it's a mistake. Remember, see, penicillin is very short acting. You give the patient penicillin and it will excrete out in a very short time. Okay, in a very short time. So usually doctors do what? They give penicillin with probenecid. And this probenecid have very higher affinity for transporters. Okay, for which transporters? As I told you, this tubular secretion, it have what? Transporters. Okay, and they are saturable, means one molecule pass at a time. Okay, so this probenecid have higher affinity for these transporters, and it also binds with penicillin. So whenever this probenecid will go inside or will again come back into your body by this tubular secretion, by these transporters, okay, it will also take penicillin with it. So when we will take penicillin with probenecid, it will become long acting. Okay, it will stay in your body for a long time. Okay, usually penicillin is very short acting drug. Okay, now there are two orders or two ways. So the first one is zero order and the second one is first order. There are other orders also, but these two are major. See, in this zero order, what happens? Constant amount is excreted. Constant amount of the drug is excreted. Like from 100, only 20 will excrete out. So 80 will remain in the body. After this 20 only, after this 80, again 20 will excrete out. So how much? 60, and so on. In this, there is no relation with plasma concentration. Okay, it do not relate with plasma concentration. There is no relation. And in this, the T half, we will discuss about this T half a little bit later. Okay, this T half is variable. Okay, now in first order, most of the drugs, like 90% drugs, goes through or goes by this first order reaction. Okay, or follow this first order reactions, most of the drugs. Okay, in this what happens? Constant fraction of drug is excreted. Constant fraction of drug is excreted. Remember, here it's for here is constant amount, here is fraction. Okay, so what does it mean? It means, see, you give in the blood, the person have 100 molecules of any drug. Okay, after some time 50% will be lost. How much? 50%. Remember, I'm saying percent means fraction. Okay, after 50, again 50% of molecules are lost. That means now in the body the person have 25. Okay, here in actually how many molecules are lost? 50. How many molecules are lost? 25. So amount is not constant. Okay, amount is not constant, but fraction is constant. Okay, here excretion is directly proportional to plasma concentration. It means if like in blood there is more drug, or if the plasma concentration of the drug is very high, so that means excretion is also very high. Okay, but here it have no relation. In zero order there is no relation with plasma concentration. Okay, and in this T half is constant. What? T half is constant. Okay, now I want to draw the graph. I want to draw the graph of zero order reaction. So the graph will goes like, suppose here it's concentration, here it's time. So graph will goes like this. Okay, in which zero order. Okay, but in first order, here it's concentration of plasma, here it's time. The graph will go like this. Okay, now there are some examples of the drug that follow this zero order. So there is one mnemonic to remember them, that is TAP, tap, TOW, tapto. This T4 toll butamide, this A4 alcohol, and we can also say alcohol and aspirin. Okay, and alcohol at what dose? At all dose. Means even a little bit of alcohol, or like acute or chronic, in both the cases it's zero order. Okay, now P4 phenytoin. Okay, now this T4 theophylline. This O means zero order reaction. Okay, and this W is for warfarin. Okay, now I want to tell you one thing as HOTS, like higher order thinking skill. This theophylline, what is this? This is phosphodiesterase inhibitor. Okay, we also call them as PDE5. What? PDE5. What is the function? What this usually phosphodiesterase do? It's an enzyme that degrade CGMP. Okay, this phosphodiesterase degrade CGMP. Okay, and what is the function of CGMP? It activates protein kinase G. What is the function of this protein kinase G? It causes relaxation in smooth muscles. Okay, so see, this CGMP, it activates protein kinase G, and that protein kinase G causes relaxation in smooth muscles. Okay, and this CGMP is degraded by phosphodiesterase. So what we take phosphodiesterase inhibitor. So because of its inhibition, the CGMP will increase, because phosphodiesterase is inhibited. So CGMP will increase in the body. So because of that, what will happen? Protein kinase G will increase, and it will cause relaxation in smooth muscles. And when we use this phosphodiesterase inhibitors, this theophylline, remember, when we need relaxation in smooth muscles, in asthma and COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary diseases. You already studied this in physiology. Okay, so when we use this theophylline or phosphodiesterase inhibitor or PDE5, when we use them in asthma and COPD, because they inhibit what? They inhibit phosphodiesterase, because of which CGMP increases and it activates protein kinase G. Okay, that's all for this part. Thank you.